and welcome to a quick review of some LEGO that I've accumulated over time. Now, first of all, I'm going to say that I've gotten a new camera. The other cameras weren't exactly doing what I wanted them to do. The action camera didn't have zoom, and the DSLR couldn't be charged while it was working. So, even with its two batteries, it ran out. Well, it almost ran out after 2 hours of use, which isn't what I wanted. So I've got one now that I can record straight to the computer and be charged up while it's being used. Now, what I've got is the Canon Ligera, so there is a bit of delay between the two two screens. Now, the reason why I went for this one is because it has optical zoom plus some digital zoom, which I hope I won't use that much. Plus, it also uses for autofocus. The cheaper Chinese versions don't. So hopefully that'll improve the quality rather than hopefully improve the quality of the videos overall and make it easier for myself. And just to show that it is quite a good zoom and quite good actually. Just let it zoom in. As I said, there's a bit of delay. The hell was that? Okay. Yeah. So first of all, I've got the Lego TARDIS from the Collector series. Sorry, not the Lego Ideas series, which, well, it's actually quite a good one. They, basically put forward suggestions and various Legos. I think there's like some of the space missions and such they were creating and such. Various other ones. It's been a long time since I've looked at the website. So the first bit is the TARDIS, and as you can tell, it is pretty faithful. I don't know which particular version of the Doctor's. It's really annoying with the back out a bit. I don't know which particular Doctor it was designed for. I believe it was made for the Peter Capaldi one, but the set does feature Matt Smith. So pretty basic in design, obviously, because it's just a police box, and does have the quite nice custom made. Just zoom that in. The custom made for the set police sign, which for Lego, that's actually really nicely done. Zoom it back in. Okay. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay on the zoom. So yeah, that's the TARDIS set. Now I'll just open this one up. The top lifts off. You lift those two bits up, and which one folds out? Yeah, and it folds out there. Not too sure what you're supposed to do with that one once you've opened up, but that just opens. That's basically the back of the main doors. Pretty basic. It's probably just been designed on paint. And actual TARDIS inside as well. Is that going to be on the screen? Yep. And once you've got that there built up, you sort of just poke them into the back of that. And you have quite a nice little playset. What I will say is, I've managed, well, it's been damaged on this particular one. It's snapped in the central bit. So I need to replace it. But just so you know, this is on my mantelpiece, so it's probably a bit dusty. And you do get quite a faithful little set. And I do like the idea as well that it's also, the idea is that that box also houses this. The whole, it's bigger than the inside than actually on the outside. And you do get quite a nice little set. Now, let's have a look at some of the figurines that you get with them. And first up is Peter Capaldi. And it's the wrong one. Peter Capaldi with his somewhat generic purple suit. So yeah. As I said, the delay's a bit annoying. And it is actually quite faithful. It's got two faces. And he's got his sonic screwdriver. And I said that delay is quite annoying. And quite a nice little figurine. And next, the other one, Clara Oswald. Again, a very nice little. So I don't know if the hair's custom to her figure. She got two faces. Yeah, she has. Just turn that around. Kind of a knocked off face, I suppose, best way of saying it. And keep her on the smiley face. Again, really nice custom little but mold lines and such. I think she's got tight on the skirt. And as I said, it does feature. The set also features Matt Smith's Doctor. I believe he's the 12th Doctor, and his little fez. I don't think he looks particularly good wearing the fez. If anything, he looks like a pencil sharpener. Yeah. It again features the same typical. Same typical sonic screwdriver. It's got two faces. Yeah, kind of a. I don't know how to describe that one. I'll keep on his true face. And again, quite a nice little custom print for the mold. I'll put that on there. Oop, dropped his fez already. Now you also do get a couple of the enemies. I'll go with the two Daleks first. Now I'm also going to put on the screen. It might remember. Put on the screen the Daleks from the Lego Dimensions set, just to compare them up a bit. But you do get quite a nice little, quite faithful to the design, Dalek. Well, two Daleks. Very faithful to the design. Quite nicely done. And you also get the Weeping Angel. And quite a basic design. Got clear plastic to keep the wings on. And quite a raised head for some reason, which I don't understand. And you do get basically a Lego brick as the skirt. I think it does feature two faces. Yeah, the unhappy the unhappy Weeping Angel's face, which is not a nice face. I do like the wings on that particular one. And the dress design suits the figurine quite well. Ooh, stop, yeah. As I said, that delay is a bit annoying. I'll probably have to work on that as much as I can. Other than that, a really nice figurine. And as you probably tell, as you probably tell, I've got all the Lego figures as well. And I'll start off with Lego Dimensions Doctor. And it is a different design to what the normal Capaldi is. It's the two different design suits, both faithful to the series, I must add. And the sonic screwdriver, I believe, is exactly the same. Yeah, I just thought there would be a slight difference there. So, I quite like them. They're both, as I said, pretty faithful. I think there's a bit more detail. Yeah, there's more detail on the back of it. So I suppose there is more attention to detail with the Lego Ideas model. Put that back on. And I will just plop off the TARDIS. Build that up. To show you Lego Dimensions TARDIS. And very basic. I'm not too sure what the bottom's supposed to represent. I suppose some sort of effect, but I believe it's also to. I've not played Lego Dimensions. My sister has. So I don't know how Lego designed this, but I know that each of the vehicles have three different designs, depending on what sort of upgrades you give them or what particular mode they're in. I build them. I built them up in a sort of generic poses, and it is actually really quite a nice, faithful design. Fair enough, there is a bit of size difference, but Oh well. And as you probably saw earlier, another time traveller, often presumed to be the Time Lord, Dr. Emmett Brown from the LEGO Dimensions set. And again, very faithful to the film, including the radioactive symbol on the back. Given a little older style radio. I think it does actually have, got two different designs of head, or face, sorry. Quite a nice little thing. As I said, you think they're both Time Lords? The one that you get with Dr. Emmett Brown is the steam train, which actually, well, think about it, only had 5 minutes worth of screen time. And it's got 3 modes, but I think this built up in the best one. And just a cheap full steam engine. And obviously, you can't have the Back to the Future sets without getting the main one. Now, the two here are one set, but for Marty McFly, you get 2 vehicles with him. Don't understand why there's a bit different. You do get quite a nice little figurine. It's got 2 faces. Quite a nice little set with his custom guitar. I don't know if it's unique to the particular set. But no, it's quite a nice little figure. And I'll leave the you know what last. You got the also very strange. Well, sometimes if you've got the vehicles, there's usually a ground vehicle and a flying vehicle. This is his flying vehicle, even though you know what can fly as well. And this is supposed to be his hoverboard, which does have a very nice custom built sticker on it. Well, I say custom sticker that is printed on. But I've never seen it in this sort of arrangement, and I hope I'll put on the other modes that it can be, but I still find it quite strange. But if you just take off the hoverboard itself, that is very faithful. What can I say? So it's a kind of a bit strange that it's done that way. Just make some space. And the one you've been waiting for, the DeLorean. And yeah, it's quite a nice little design, quite simple. Just have the folding doors. And again, like the other ones, it does have the 3 different modes. But it does have, and it is quite faithful. And if you take off the stand, actually free reeling. It's actually quite a nice cool design. As I said, they do come in 3 different designs. Now, as for the stupid thing with the cost is, I believe the Lego, the Doctor Who set, that is now discontinued. So I think I bought it for about 30 quid, but I think they're now on average about £80. I don't know how much these Lego Dimension sets are, because I think these may have been discontinued as well. So they may be either trying to get rid of them cheap to get rid of them, or they might be more expensive. You probably have the whole popularity one. The A-Team band might be quite not that popular, whereas the Knight Rider might be very popular, that sort of thing. And I'll just zoom that back out a little bit. So yeah, the Time Travelers kit. Yeah, what can I say? They are all nice kits. As I said, I've never played at LEGO Dimensions, so I don't know how it always works throughout the entire series. I think you need the base 3 characters of the Batmobile to get through the base story, but you do get the level kits. I believe that when you get these sets, I think you do get access to Hill Valley's like town centre, but I think you can swap between 2 different time zones. I think your modern and your future. I don't think you can go back to the past, which is the cowboy version. You might have levels for that. I don't know, because I've not played it. So until next time, yeah, you can get cheaper ones, but they go to Digital Zoom, doesn't look as good. Whereas this one will. It's turned itself into demo mode. How dare you? Jesus Christ. That's going to be an issue.